Nikki, this morning the UK Competition Commission asked Ryanair to finally sell down its 30% stake to 5% in Aer Lingus. What's the background? Why have they come to this decision?
I think asked is a rather polite way of putting it. They told them that they had to do it, and in fact they've insisted that there's an investment trustee set up, so they obviously don't quite trust Ryanair's willingness to go ahead. Anyway, the background is that Ryanair has had this stake now, or had a stake in Aer Lingus, which is its main rival in Ireland, for the best part of 7 years. It's tried to acquire Aer Lingus several times. It's been told no, that would be anti-competitive. And the question then arises as to whether holding a large minority stake in a company with which you compete very actively amounts to anti-competitive behaviour in itself, and the Competition Commission has said yes, for the rather interesting reason that it essentially, because it impedes Aer Lingus's corporate strategy and ability to find other partners. And
the Ryanair CEO says that's nonsense, it wasn't a blocking stake, but you suspect it was?
Well, I think it makes it very difficult. Ryanair is not a sort of quiet, gentle, it's a good, well-run, robust business, and it's hard to see another airline really wanting to tangle with Ryanair as a fellow 30% or near 30% shareholder. There are things it could do to block certain moves if it wanted to. It could block, for example, the sale of any of Aer Lingus's Heathrow slots. I mean, it hasn't done that so far, and it might not do that while Aer Lingus remains an independent company. But if a third player, a much bigger airline, was to try and form an alliance with Aer Lingus, who knows what Ryanair would do? And that airline, if there's one out there, is going to weigh that in the balance.
And do you think a move down to 5% would cause someone to come out of the blue and start looking at Aer Lingus more closely?
I think there's a good chance that it would, and I think Aer Lingus deserves the chance to find out. I mean, if you read the Competition Commission report, there's quite a lot of evidence. It's all quite coded and names are not mentioned, but there's quite a lot of suggestions that have been quite detailed discussions going on. And in an industry that's essentially consolidating, that's what you would expect.
Final quick question. We've been watching this for a number of years now. Can Ryanair appeal, or is this over?
Yes, it can appeal, but essentially it looks as if it can only appeal in the English courts, and the fact that there is an ongoing appeal in Luxembourg over its previous effort to take over Aer Lingus, which it is also appealing, that will not impede the sell down of this stake. So in short, this saga, as far as the stake is concerned, could be over within a year, say.
All right, one down, one to go. Thank you very much for that update, Nikki.